Then the Void Assaults, where we go to those 2 separate zones, like we talked about, new raid, and holy shit, even Turbulent Time Waste. So like, dude, crazy. A lot to be going on right now. Classic Plus rumored to be internally tested also with a possible late 2026, early 2027.
And I'm not going to say that's not possible, but I don't know where you're getting that information from, and I wouldn't count on it.
Listen, one thing, and the problem, and then I just want to say this bluntly and honestly, when it comes to anything classic related information, I always hold my breath now because it's just not something I buy into anymore. There's so many people just doing, like, spitting out fake things for views over on Classic. It like ruined how I think about the game for a long time. Up until recently, it's not that I don't care about Classic. It's just I'm not waiting on it. I'm just going to let it simmer and marinate and do its thing. Yeah, I'm not going to rely on my fun ability and ability to enjoy WoW based on the future of Classic, because there's a lot of people out there who just spew out things that it's just not true.
And not to offend anyone, but a lot of these people, their content relies on people getting hyped for Classic Plus.
And by the way, we don't even know if it's Classic Plus. It could be a meeting talking about what they could start development on. Like, it could be...
I mean, who knows?
Listen, I personally think Classic Plus is still a year and change away minimum.
Maybe.
That's just
either way, we know it's coming.
Just let it
And until then, I'm going to let it cook.
Just let it chill.
I'm not going to just, I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, I'm good. Just let it chill, and everyone should do that. Don't rely on something that isn't even confirmed. Just chill. Have a good time. You know what I mean? But continuing though, Story Quest, Turbulent Time Waves, a new raid, the Void Assaults, Heroic and Mythic World Tier Lance, the 0.7 patch, absolutely slammed with content. My question to you is this, Lance.
Okay.
If they deliver the 0.7 patch and it's perfect, it's absolutely banging, are we back?
We never left.
Oh shit.
I mean, we never left.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you, if they release the 12.0.7 patch that has a lot more content, right? We're talking about a brand new raid to do every single week. New story and quests and campaigns tied to Zul'Jin leading into 12.1. Heroic and Mythic World Tier. 2 new zones to dive into just a little bit, kind of like the size of Siren Isle. What are we thinking? Is this a W or an L? Talk to me in the chat. If no one says anything on YouTube, well, I'm quitting. YouTube's getting shut down.
I think the story chapters alone...
YouTube, it's up to you right now to keep the stream alive.
The story chapters and the, what do you call it? The lore walking, that alone is already makes it a W for me.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I think the lore walking's cool as well. I mean, you always have to tie that in because that always gives you a little taste of what's coming next season. They've been doing that, and I think that's a major W.
Yeah,
lore walking is so sick. Yeah,
that alone makes it a W. But then you add in the new raid. That's a huge W. That's just more content to do with the boys and girls, right? Get together and let's beat the shit out of this boss. That's a W. But then you add in these showdowns or whatever a showdown is and heroic world tier. Yeah, that's a sick patch, right? That is a insanely rich patch for a 0.7. And if you take this 0.5 and this 0.7 and you put it up against any of the 0.5 and 0.7s from War Within, holy shit, they're eating them alive. They are eating them. Actually, they're beating them even in the borrowed power section. Because even the borrowed power in War Within kind of sucked. Yeah. The belt sucked.
You're talking about,
the ring sucked from Siren Isle.
It's crazy that you say that now. I mean, it's funny because we enjoyed it at the time and it was pretty cool. But no, yeah, I forgot actually. You're right. The borrowed power thing too is coming as well.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. And by the way, I'm telling you right now, I was testing over on the 0.7 patch on the PTR. Yo, they make it very easy to get those little, what are those, that new currency that we just got? The little accolades or whatever.
Yeah, the field accolades.
Yeah, they make it easy to grab those. Like each world quest gives you 15 or something.
Oh, wow.
So you can just bang those out. And I'm sure in a higher difficulty, heroic, mythic world tier, they're going to give you more.
Probably.
You know what I mean? So very crazy stuff. All very good W stuff. And,
Undermine is from the 0.1 patch. So we're counting the mid-tier patches.
Yeah.
But Undermine is one of my favorite raids of all time.
I feel like not being able to play enough currently because of busy work, I missed out on the entire season, sadly. Hey, man, that's the thing about retail WoW. If you feel like you missed some time out, you always have time to catch up and enjoy. You have to understand.
There's a lot of time left.
There is 2.5 months until the next season. Even if you play on a 2-week bender where you go 3 hours a night, 2 hours a night for just 2 weeks straight, you'll get your fill in for the season, I promise you.
No, Ace. No, I'm not denying they're announcing it at BlizzCon. I don't, like, I know they're going to announce Classic Plus at BlizzCon.
No, Lance, he said Classic Plus will be happening, I promise you. He said that.
No, I understand.
No, but he said that.
We're not saying it's not happening. We're saying don't sit here and
Hi, Mary.
make your entire WoW life waiting for Classic Plus to come out. Like, there's things to enjoy now.
No, Lance, Classic Plus.
What is this, like, argument you're making?
Stop it. Enough. You're arguing with my boy Ace. Classic Plus is coming, and I'm sick of you denying it.
Well, yeah. No, I know.
Wait, you know that? Oh, no shit, Ace. Everybody knows that. Classic Plus is obviously coming, Ace.
But that's not what we're saying.
Damn it, Ace.
We're saying you don't have to sit here and wait for it.
No, literally, Ace, all we're saying is, like, you don't want to hold your breath on something on like, a Classic Plus angle. Because, like, I started doing that, like, 2 years ago, and I'm still holding my breath on it, and it made me depressed and annoyed and angry. You want to just play what's here, whether it's classic, whether it's hardcore, whether it's mop servers, whether it's eventually WoD coming, which I don't know if that's
I fell into the trap of
don't fall into
waiting for Classic Plus and letting it ruin the want to play other things. What a waste of time and energy. When it comes, by the way, the longer they take, the better.
Let it come.
The longer they take, the better. You don't want them to rush it out.
Let it come. And by the way, guys, when that does come out, we will still have 3 dedicated channels to retail World of Warcraft pumping out content, by the way. So if everyone's worried the comeback kids are about to drop ship and deuce it and you're out of your mind. First of all, Lance is... first of all, I almost have to beg Lance to play Classic Plus in a way because he just enjoys retail so much. But we're going to have 3 full-blown dedicated channels on retail WoW. We're never leaving retail WoW. So as long as you're here, you got us. You'll always have the show. You'll have everything going on with retail. So let's make that very clear. Let's continue with that. Moving on, though. 8-week content cadence consideration, a few weeks before BlizzCon. Yeah, I mean, lines up just about right. Continuing off of that is this right here. Potentially when the point set good. I don't like classic. That's funny. Hints at the patch 12.0.7 release date on June 16th. Now, remember, guys, this is the 0.7 patch. This isn't a major seasonal release, and it looks like it's going to be happening sometime next month. So about, what is that, 5 weeks from now? 5 weeks, right?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up my timeline that I had.
About roughly.
And I want to see where it lines up with theirs here.
Hi, Mary. How are you, by the way?
Guys, I'm so sorry. I have a whole timeline mapped out for what I believe.
So let me tell you, Jacob, really quick. The type of gear that drops from the 0.7 raid, it actually just got reworked. And I'll break it down for you right now. It used to be just mythic gear. For example, let's say it's mythic gear with like 280 something item level, right? And it was warbound. But now it just got reworked. And now the gear that drops from the Sporefall raid is pretty much the equivalent of the Void like crafted upgraded gear, the Ascendant Void cores. So for example, if it's a mythic raid that you run, it'll be 298 item level, the items that drop. Yeah. 298. With randomized stats and a bunch of different things. Once again, none of this is 100% going to happen, officially confirmed, because they're changing it constantly. This is the second time they've changed it. So I'm not saying that's how it's going to be for sure, but that right now, as of just today, that's what it is.
So I just want to say, when Midnight launched, I put the dates for what I thought the entirety of the expansion would be.
Okay.
I was a week off on the 0.5.
Okay.
But my date for the 0.7 was June 16th.
Okay. And yeah, looks like that's what it is right here. It shows on the screen, Turbulent Time Waste starting on June 16th.
Now, my launch date for the 0.1 is supposed to be August 11th.
I don't know if you're right about that. I mean, we'll see. You could be right.
Because... I would say, forget.
They're saying the 25th. Now, whether that's right or wrong, no one knows.
I think
duration of Turbulent Time Waves would run 10 weeks, likely 1 week for each expansion. Yeah, but I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense to me.
I think it's going to be August 11th will be
Which,
the
by the
launch
way,
week.
look, if you knock off 2 weeks off of this, what's the date? From
August 11th.
August 11th.
Yeah. And I
So-
think it will be that because don't forget, they have to do the 1 week where, remember, they always do the 1 week where there's no raid out. It's just time to do the campaign and
Yeah.
visit the new land. Then the week opens up, and shit, what if they have a heroic week before the mythic opens up? I'm pretty sure their goal would be to have the race to world first be done before BlizzCon. Because you want those guys
Maybe,
at BlizzCon.
I guess. Coming home to the news of Guardian Druids dropping their Apex Town. Oh, yeah, that's gone. That whole build is gone. It's a brand new build. Little thrash angle. That's the angle right now. Plenty of time to get cutting edge, right? Listen, I'm getting cutting edge. I don't care what it takes. Okay? I'm getting it this season, and I'm getting that fucking mount. I don't care what it takes. We're getting it done. I'm going to have to call in a favor from Goop. Get in that raid team.
Oh.
Naja not reminding me I'm late. I'll see you later, bud. If Lance says it's true, then it's true. He never lies. It's true. Listen, let me tell you. Lance is my info guy. You guys know, like, that dude in the office where it's like, yeah, there's the guy you ask all the questions to. He's got the Lance is my guy. We know. Yeah, that shit's getting nerfed, by the way, Dakota, for sure, 100%. So that's what it's looking like when it comes to the date, ladies and gentlemen. And like we said, when it comes to some of the notes on what is officially coming, we went through all this. I've been through all this on a couple of the news videos, which, in case you guys are wondering, we do have some other content over on the Comeback City Clips channel, which we go through news videos, shorts, stuff like that. So if you guys are a fan of the Comeback Kids and everything we do, I promise you are going to love that channel. We do a lot of news breakdowns and stuff like that. And I promise, guys, go check out the link in the description as well as YouTube and Twitch chat right now. I promise. Like, I don't know how many times I need to literally promise.
Dude,
like,
he promises.
I've said it fucking 5 times. If you enjoy our content and you're watching the show live, you will enjoy that content. Continuing, though. So they said very clear here, unlock the heroic world tier by gathering a group to defeat the base's world boss Nexus Captain Lethrir. Now, you guys have to understand also, I was there. This boss has a lot of health on the normal tier. So you can only imagine on the heroic tier, he's going to have a lot more and probably have a bunch of affixes and mechanics and everything. And we'll see if there's an actual mythic tier. That's not something that's 100% confirmed yet. I only saw a heroic tier, and I'm pretty sure I can pull up. Let me see if I can find.
I wonder if they can make this boss the difficulty of like a normal raid boss. That'd be pretty cool.
Let me see if this.
You have footage?
A little bit, just a tad. Just going through here just a bit. Just doing the starter quest, whatever. But we're in the zone. And right before we enter, you can actually see on screen here, there's a nice little drop down, and it only says normal and then heroic. So, other than that, we don't really have much. By the way, it wouldn't even let me click it because I obviously didn't kill the bosses and complete the prerequisites to jump into the new heroic world tier, but that's pretty much what it's looking like. Similar to a ritual site situation where you select the difficulty before you enter a certain zone, and you go from there. And that's about it. So really cool zone, by the way. Really, really nice. By the way, you cannot fly, so it's like Siren Isle. So I'm sure it's something you'll either A, unlock over time.
Is that the world boss?
No, these are just some rare spawns. Had a random guy help me. That was pretty cool. Really tough mobs, by the way, even on normal. So really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, no flying. No flying in the zone, which I think is awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of the whole I can fly everywhere thing in World of Warcraft.
I'm actually... Give me a reason to get on one of my ground mounts, baby.
Yeah, I'm so tired of that. Like, I feel like it ruins the immersion of the game and just kills everything. Like, when it comes to enjoying the world, the quest,
100%.
the traveling, the world PvP. Like,
Trojan, I was about to say the same exact thing. You stole my joke, so screw you.
What do you think about potentially no flying?
I think they need to do it more often. Like, they need to limit us flying more often. The thing is, and I've said this many times, and I know people disagree with me, but when you fly, it does shrink the world, and it makes the world feel smaller. And I guess what? This zone is not very big, but when you get in on that there and you're like riding around on your ground mount, this zone's gonna feel massive.
Yeah, what do you mean? It definitely does.
Yeah.
And no, you're absolutely right. I think it shrinks the world, and I don't know. It makes everything feel grand and vast, and I want that feeling again in World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
and I think retail's been missing that for a while.
There's one thing I will say, and I love all the zones since Dragonflight, since they added dragon riding. But a lot of the times, they fill up all this empty space with, like, useless nonsense instead of... We don't need these massive, massive zones. You could shrink them in size a little bit and make more meaningful areas.
There's nothing wrong with smaller zones. Go look at some of the best zones ever in WoW's history. They're all small zones. They're not some vast, ginormous open spaces.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's my thought. I hear it for immersion, but as a guy with very little WoW time, I'm not a fan of well, hold on. Wait a second. You have to understand. I'm saying, first of all, at the start of an expansion, there should be no flying. Like, until you hit max level. Kind of like what they did in the Burning Crusade. That's number one. Number two, when they introduce new zones and areas and destinations like this, always keep it no flying, because it makes you, like, almost appreciate the vastness and largeness of this zone. Yeah, I wouldn't even see any of this shit if I'm flying. I would skip and fly right past all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good on that. I want to experience something for 5 seconds. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Look at
100%,
that.
bro.
How cool. Oh, RB donated with the 5 through super chat. Guys, if you guys are in chat right here, right now, let's get some Comeback Kids icon in chat for the supporter. $5, guys. Show some love. Comeback Kid icons in the chat.
I believe they should lock flying behind the expansion story and max level and not a Pathfinder achievement like they used to. Yes, I agree with that 100%. Like, make it so we don't have flying until we finish the main campaign of the expansion, and then let you have it. Because I don't want... I agree. I don't think my everyday, day-to-day gameplay, I should have to be on a ground mount.
Yeah.
But I think for my first playthrough of an expansion, yes.
They did it with Wrath. It was great in Wrath. It was great in TBC. When did they stop doing it? It was Kata. And then even Mop. What about Mop? No, Mop you had to run.
Mop? Yeah, you
had to run. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember running around a Mop. What about WoD?
WoD? They didn't put flying in for a long time.
You know what's so funny is all those expansions, by the way, even Cataclysm had good leveling. Believe it or not, even though I hate Cataclysm and I didn't like the game for what it was, it actually had unironically good leveling. But what made it feel good is just, like, I really felt I was, like, enrooted in the fucking zones. That makes sense? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. L-Take, I mean, listen, can't please everybody, right? Just a thought. But anyways, you can see the world boss. I found him here on the map. By the way, I literally randomly found him. He does not show up on the map. And I think right there,
That's a good take, Death Note. That's a good take.
I think he has like either 200 million health or 20 million health.
That's the world boss or just a rare?
It's like a 1-2 punch combo. It's these two guys right here, and they share HP.
Nice.
So I don't know. So we'll have to see what the situation like really is for them. Either way, very cool. I like this zone a lot. That's just one of them. There is a second one. It goes on a rotation, so I couldn't actually see the second one yet. But yeah, there's that. Moving on, though.
I mean, guys, let's keep in mind, the only expansions that are we only recently got flying from the get-go, and that was with Dragonflight. Like, right at the start of the expansion. It wasn't like this is some crazy thing. You know, this is something they did forever.
Yeah. Like, not some drastic retail change. Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, RB, thank you for the 5, man. Appreciate the love. If any of you guys want to support the channel for absolutely free, you can go on over to the Twitch, throw a Twitch Prime membership if you guys are interested. Show some love. Don't got to spend any money because, yeah, not obviously mandatory. So if you guys over on YouTube want to check your primes, see if you can throw us a little Twitch Prime for free, support, show some love. Moving on, also, Lance, some of your favorite things Blizzard does, honestly, constantly at this point, when it comes to the 0.7 patches, cooldown manager, resource displays, any other UI integrations. It looks like it's happening again, and you called it again. Personal resource display option is going to be added.
Oh,
Shadow Spartan with the 8-month Comeback Kid membership. Guys, show some love in the chat. Comeback Kid icons in the chat. Show some love to a community member. Gotta show some love. let's keep it going. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's like taking my legendaries away every expansion. We haven't had a legendary since Dragonflight. Didn't have one of the War Within, and we should have got one this expansion. So far, nothing. So hopefully.
Now we're going to get that axe.
Boy can pray.
Next patch, we're going to get that axe.
Yo, if we do, I'm going to somehow make two-handed in hand. Don't care.
Nope. You're going back to your arms, warrior.
You wish. The personal resource display is getting a big update. So, Lance, normally the resource display...
Axe? Zuljara's axe.
Yes, in the short story with Zuljara.
The one that's blessed by the Loa.
Yes. So normally, guys, man, I'm trying to find an image of the personal resource display, like what it would normally look like for an example for you guys. Wow, personal resource display. Just so I can find an image for you guys. Man, I can't find shit.
Well, because at the end of that story, she actually doesn't take it. She gives it back to her grandfather, right? Because she wants to use her mother's axe. So maybe that somehow gets stolen by her brother, and then we got to go over there and take it. Or something like that. I don't know. But it could make sense.
Okay, so you guys know the personal resource display. It's occasionally this thing that you can have pop up if, you know, you want it or not. And it looks like this. Very simple. It shows your health, your resource bar, and then it shows, you know, your class power or whatever situation going on here. So whether it be rage, holy power, soul shards, combo points, shadow, yeah, whatever. Yeah, chi, whatever. Chi. So that's what it normally looks like. There's no customization really. Literally nothing. Zip. Now, at this point, Blizzard's making a very big point to be like, hey, why don't we add this to the pool of things you can customize in this really awesome integrated sort of Blizzard UI changeable thing and system here? Because a lot of people love this sort of look. They love the simplicity and to dive into it. And let me tell you, it's big. Like, you could do a lot of different shit with this thing now. So, for example, this is what it starts looking like, but now you can start making it look like this. Evo with the sub, with the prime. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate the love, guys.
That's a 4-month resub.
Guys, 4 months on Evo, man. Throw some comeback hits icons in the chat. Show some love to your community members, man. Donating, supporting the channel. Literally can't do it without you guys. Thank you so much, man. So you can see right off the bat, it's starting to look good. Like, right or wrong, Lance. Like, this is starting to look like an actual fucking, like, thing you could use. You can actually use in-game to replace and like, imagine this with just the cooldown manager right here.
No, it looks nice.
Would you, I know when I first saw this, I was like, yeah, Lance would use something like this. Right or wrong?
100%. Yeah.
Now, what do you think about them constantly adding and integrating things like this into the base UI of World of Warcraft?
Listen, it's gonna take time. And like we've been saying when they first announced the cooldown manager, it's probably not going to be great right off the bat, but after a while, it's going to keep getting better. It's going to keep getting better, and then eventually, maybe by the end of the last Titan, they got a pretty nice UI.
Listen, I don't know about you guys. I just use the cooldown manager for like my actual combat add-ons and Platinator, which is literally just a copy UI of Blizzard's, but just color coding certain mobs that I know I need to focus. Other than that, I don't use anything for combat add-ons, and I completed all my 16s. So, yeah. You don't need anything for WoW anymore at this point. So, really, really awesome. You could customize the shit out of it and go through the whole thing. That's a major W. I think we spent enough time, though, talking about all this stuff, guys. I think it's time to move on, because it's time to dive into the forum freakout. Let's jump right into it. Time for the forum freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the freakout. Let's get into it. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what time it is, man. Time to dive into the forum freakout, see what's going on this week in the news, discussions, community posts, and rants. Maybe even freakouts, someone call. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Lance, you want to take this one, maybe?
So, can we keep these new bonus rolls every tier?
Ooh. What do you guys think about the bonus roll system? You think this is a W system or an L system? Let me hear about it.
They're pretty close to a perfect solution to ults and latecomers catching up with a starting set of myth gear over being time gated.
Hot take. Do you like the bonus roll system?
I do, but also it's too powerful.
Yeah. That's literally the same exact
It's
feeling
so
I have.
powerful.
Dude, the opportunity at 3 practically free mythic track items a week is insanity. It's insane. You get 1 from your vault and 2 to roll with on a +10 dungeon. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I would say that's powerful. I want to see what some of these people are saying. Hold on. I'm guessing it's their alternative to Turbo Boost, and it's a lot better than Turbo Boost. I will say it's better. The only downside is that heroic raiders are left with nothing. They really need to do something about heroic raid rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a problem for a while, though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, heroic raid is, at least for gearing,
it's been just
useless.
obsolete. I mean, even normal raiding.
Yeah, well, you don't go into you don't raid unless you're a mythic raider. You're not raiding for gear.
So what do we do to make raiding feel more valuable? Because you have prey and delves for champion, and then you have the hero tier loot that you have every single week from getting from delves, and then you get the other hero tier from Mythic Plus.
There's something interesting that you could do with maybe letting hero gear start out at like maybe 6 of 6 if you get it from the heroic raid.
Interesting.
That way, at least like you save a crap ton of crest if you get it.
That's
And
interesting.
listen, a max rank hero piece is not bad. Like,
What do you mean? You take that? Like,
yeah,
that's by the way, saving crests like that is huge.
yeah. So maybe they
Like-
could do something like that, and that would make people, at least early on in the season, like it would make heroic raid feel more useful.
Ooh, Titan Forge procs from raid loot. Ooh, please no.
Trojan, you're right. By the way, you know what? Good point, Trojan. What if it was at the base level? It could be 6 out of 6 heroic, but it could also proc to a myth piece.
Oh, gee, Christ.
Think about that.
No, I don't want to think about it. Sounds like an RNG nightmare. Sounds terrifying. I don't want RNG tied to loot. What if just what if the loot that dropped from raid just had 2 additional item level tracks tied to it? So instead of
So it
6
could
out of
go-
6, it'd be 8, or, 8
Oh,
out
you
of
can
8.
make it go 8 out of 8. Sure, you could do that.
I don't know, something. But
Actually-
something has to be done.
Well, you want a reason for people to feel like, because at least for me, once we get AOTC, why am I going back to raid?
Don't need to. There's literally zero reason for... I haven't
Like-
needed to go in a normal or heroic raid all season. Not even one time. I've needed mythic gear since like week 3. Because this season's a joke.
I actually like Trojan's idea, or maybe you... Well, I would change it to just let it proc to myth piece.
I don't know.
Like it could go.
We'll
it
have
could
to
be
see.
6 out of 6 hero or randomly proc to myth. I think that's a pretty cool.
The way the
system.
loot system is now, there's too much RNG. Makes it feel like it's forced. There's too much RNG. In retail World of Warcraft. You can literally target farm mythic loot with bonus rolls.
Well, I think that's not good. You have to give a reason.
Wait, I have to finish reading this. There's too much RNG, making it feel like it's forced replayability for a
Well,
game.
if you're talking about in Mythic Plus, yeah. You could just, but that's just a problem. with
Expand on
Mythic
your
Plus.
point a little bit, because maybe I'm not understanding you clearly. I think if you clear all bosses in heroic raid, it gives you an extra void core.
I would just say,
Yeah.
if you kill the last boss, you could get one.
Yeah, but then people would just simply target farm that. Once I get AOTC, I'm only coming for 3400 IO and cutting edge. Yeah, and cutting edge. Yeah, that's a mountain. Chimera's Mythic is pretty doable on Pug and has a bitch trinket, so heroic radius can go up. Yeah, sure. Getting gear for sure for the first time is good, but the way we are getting it now is annoying, to be honest. This should be happening another month from now. By the way, I don't disagree. I think it's too much. I think we're getting gear too fast. Don't get me wrong. I like getting gear, and I think it's respectable for players' time. But right now, I simply think it's just too fast. I don't know. There's really nothing else to it.
I just think I should have a reason to want to show up. Like, so in the case of you're in a guild that, no offense, you're just not good enough to Mythic Raid. Not saying that's us, but there's many guilds who AOTC, like, that's their cutoff. There ain't no way they're clearing Mythic. There should be reasons to go back to do Heroic Raid.
Yeah, sure.
To want to do it.
Yeah, sounds good. But what the fuck is
There's
that reason?
no reason to want to do that.
I don't know what
Like,
to do.
I have not stepped foot into the Void Spire since we killed Crown of the Cosmos.
I won't either until I get into Mythic.
I want to do the achievement.
It does, and it's a pretty good trade-off. It lets you focus on chase items if you want. I'm going to voice an unpopular opinion. I think they're extremely unhealthy for the game and below item level. Yeah. Listen, I could agree with this take. This is a hot take, but I think I could agree with it. I think we completely blew past the phase of gearing when it comes to delves, prey, world quest, reputations, and all that being a major point. We blew past it in a fucking week. Like, with how easy Mythic plus 10s were to do. You started farming heroic gear instantaneously, week 1, while also getting Gilded Crest to craft your Spark items, and then a few weeks later, you're getting bonus rolls for guaranteed Myth Track items and Myth Track from your vault. It was way too fast this season. Period.
Yeah, bro.
WoW now is nothing but rush buggy content to push their profit margin. You're right. Walmart, baby. You're right. The content is shit. The quality is shit. And I'm fucking addicted to it. So who has the problem now? Obviously me. Fuck.
I actually think the content's very good.
No, I'm just joking.
Right now.
No, the content's awesome. I love World of Warcraft. I think they're doing excellent. Obviously, just clean up the bugs.
Work up to Mythic rating with these bonus rolls. No excuse anymore. I mean, there's the excuse of...
Same here.
I mean, sure, man. You ever have the excuse of maybe just not being good enough?
No excuses. Yeah, some people are just shitters. It is what it is.
What if raid ignored your weekly crest cap? What do you mean, like raid gear? Or if you got... Oh, crest... Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
I guess. I don't know. But farming a raid for crest just feels like shit. Like, that's not fun. I want fun. You know what they need to get rid of is the amount of power scaling from crafted Spark items. That shit's too strong. Like, that shit is disgusting. I craft my one Spark weapon. I never have to get a weapon again. I fucking hate that in World of Warcraft. Nothing pisses me off more than week fucking 2, I craft my weapon, and I never have to get a weapon again all season. The only chase items really worth chasing that are fun is trinkets. That's it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, it'd be nice to, like, if I got a hero weapon from a raid, like it's an upgrade or something I look forward to.
Cool.
Imagine hero weapons from raids are just vendor trash all the time.
Or, like, really farming, like, Prebis. Like, I mean, I did that this season.
Mythic Plus makes it so Prebis is irrelevant.
Absolutely.
That's a symptom of Mythic Plus being a thing.
I don't know. It pisses me off. I think they need to fix that. Gearing in general in retail needs to be cleaned up, like, substantially. It's a fucking mess.
Well, I will say the Dragonflare rework did a lot of good.
Man. Main issue is more Mythic gear from. The main issue is if they reward Mythic gear from heroic raids, which still give you AOTC, Mythic raiding would be obsolete. That's not true. People who Mythic raid don't really Mythic raid for gear. They Mythic raid for the achievement. Because you could get Mythic gear anyways. What do you mean? That's a false statement. That's not a good take. A bad take. I feel like the logic could be applied to Mythic Plus. You really only need to run 10s for gear. Anything higher is for the achievements. So the format's already there. Point being, they need to find something unique from Mythic Raiders, and then there is no reason we can get Myth from Heroic Raids. It may be a thing in the future. I don't know. It's tough. Once again, I think gearing in retail is super flawed, and I'm going to be the jackass to yell and cry about it and be the guy that doesn't have the answer or solution to it. I hate being that guy. I think it's annoying whenever someone does that, but it is what it is, man. I don't know. My 2 cents to help with tank drought in Mythic Plus. Give all tanks a call to arms satchel on top of the end dungeon reward. W. This will give them additional gold and some runes, making it much easier to make gold and pay for repair bills, which negatively affects the tanks the most. Give tanks 2 additional crests per run as well as an reward. I don't know about that one, but other things to incentivize them, like potential chances at crafting recipes, maybe an augment rune, gold, like free repair hammers that you can use on your gear to save gold, like stuff like that. Yeah, that should have been in the game years ago.
Yeah,
like you need to keep incentivizing tanks and healers as much as possible.
And augmentation of ogres.
Yes,
I want to see more of them.
Yeah, 100%. If you have a prog for If you have a prod for Heroic Raids 2, Mythic Piece, it could help push people to attempt Mythic. Most people feel intimidated because of gear score. Well, let me tell you, gear score in retail is pretty important. I'm going to be real with you right now. I remember there were some points where like I was 4 or 5 item level behind, and then I shot up, you know, literally on a Tuesday reset, got item level, jumped up like 6 or 7 between a Mythic Track Vault and then a Spark Craft, and I felt like my character was a superhero. So like, I don't know, bro. I feel like gear score in retail is super important. Sure, you can talk about balancing, blah, 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 but this is just simply speaking the way that people have run tank. Want to gear an ult slightly quicker, play that all as a tank spec available, maybe healers too. Don't have a lot of time to play and choose between doing 10s or dailies for gold. Make gold to cover consumes. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good idea. What are your thoughts on this?
That is, I mean, that's an easy, like, switch that they should turn on.
Yeah.
But I think they have to just make tanks more fun to play.
In general?
Yeah, like, they're just not that much fun to play. Like, there should be abilities for tanks that where, like, you charge it up from getting hit. Like, the more you get shit on, you charge this thing up and it turns into, like, a cooldown that does a big burst of damage.
Yeah.
Or something like that. You gotta make tanks more fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, make them feel powerful.
Yeah, definitely make tanks feel stronger. Shaman tank? Yeah, true. We need more tank specs too.
That's a good way to get some people to play for like a month. Once again, it goes back to if they're not fun and they still have all the responsibility they do, if you're not a tank player, you're not going to just magically start liking
Playing a tank in World of Warcraft is exhausting. All the responsibilities on you. You're the one with the repair bill. You're the one that gets pointed at first if you guys don't make the time because you didn't pull big enough. You're the one pointed at first if you pulled too big. You're the one that's at fault if you let someone die. Like, everything is the tank's fault. And no one wants that responsibility. It's a headache. And the reward is what? No one even says thanks or invites you back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Trojan, you're right. They don't have to do top damage, but like, I'm sure prop paladins like when they pull freaking a massive ton of AoE and they could do competitive damage in a pull.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what is it as a tank that makes you love playing tank? Like, what is it? Like, what's the big payoff?
Because a lot of tanks probably like being like feeling like the leader. If you're someone who loves tank, I'm sure that has something to do with it psychologically.
No, I don't know. Tens are a special type of roulette for tanks. I'd rather know I have a good team over getting a few thousand gold. Tank draw is okay as long as it's ice cold. All right, man.
Actually, a cool picture.
See you later. Okay, I'm not reading that. There's one proven way to get more people to tank. That is to make tanks OP. Make them all able to largely sustain themselves through decent gameplay. Have them do 2/3 to 3/4 of a DPS specs damage. And if you look back to times where tanks were most abundant, it correlates to when tanks were generally overpowered. Do tanks need to just be overpowered for them to be played? I mean, you have to make them just super fucking fun.
If they're overpowered, people will equate that with fun and more people will play them. 100%. I mean, that's a fact. But then again, you know what? Like this new, what is it? Lindormi's guidance? Or Zidormi? Where it tells you what to do. That's a good step in the right direction. Now, if you have that, plus you let tanks feel strong and feel like they could really make a big difference, that could help a lot.
Legion remix in the 5 tank meta? Shit, you're right.
Well, that's why you can't have them do the same damage as a DPS.
Well, they can't deal the same damage and be able to self-sustain themselves.
You know what you could do is you could let them do pretty decent AoE damage, just make them not competitive in single target.
Yeah, sure. No amount of crest will make me want to tank a bunch of strangers who refuse to interrupt or take their finger off their LBR, but that's crazy. Uh-oh. I don't know. Obviously, there's always going to be a tank epidemic in World of Warcraft where it just feels like there's no tanks. I don't know. What is fun for tanking if it's not the damage? Sometimes people just like being the front line. Like, I've seen people in the comment section being like, I love being the guy that leads and takes all the hits and absorbs all the blows and groups up the mobs. Like, that's what they say. I don't know.
Peace out, Exonic.
Much love, Exonic. You're going to miss the Azeroth draft, so make sure to catch the replay. If you could look like any WoW race in real life, which would you pick?
I thought this was a good one.
I'm definitely picking Volpira.
Well, it says in there you cannot pick human or blood elf or you explode.
Oh, fuck. Might be a hot take, but outside of the context of WoW, I don't think I'd mind being a Drakthir. What? You'd be the Scaly Boys? If not with the innate magic that is implied in the Evoker class, then because of the wings. No, I'm good on that. What would you be? Guys, what would you be if you could be any race in World of Warcraft?
Gnome.
A gnome?
Yeah, bro.
That's horrible.
It just look like a baby all the time. Hey, how are ya? That's sick.
With big ass goggles.
I don't
on
want to.
there?
I want to be bald too. A bald baby.
You want to
Bald
be?
baby.
You want to be a bald gnome?
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Running around. Hey, you're a tall one. Be like super
Honestly-
smart and shit.
Honestly, all jokes aside, dwarf would be kind of cool. I think dwarf would be cool.
You're a hairy drunk loser.
What? Yo, they're fire. What?
Like,
Especially like those dwarves out in Arathi Highlands, or what is it
oh,
called?
the airy dwarves.
No, the
Wild hammers.
Yeah, the wild hammer dwarves.
pour in big balls.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Worgen, so I could bite people that bother me.
that's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy. A female dwarf. Oh god, a female dwarf. That's crazy. That is enough. What would you guys be, man? Gotta let me know. Wild. Honestly, kind of want to be an undead. You're fucking fried. What?
But then again, if you pick night elf, you just live forever.
Night elf is good.
That's pretty sick.
Night elf is pretty good. I mean, that's awesome.
And you're jacked automatically.
I guess so. I would love to be a cute little.
And keep reading.
I would love to be a cute little Volpira, and I hope my boyfriend would pick Worgen.
Keep reading it.
He would be so big and strong, and I can rub his squishy belly.
Like that?
You know, this is
You
why.
freak.
This is why I hate the forums. This is it, and I hate to call you out, Amatox. This is the problem with retail World of Warcraft and modern World of Warcraft. This shit. You want to rub your Worgen boyfriend's belly. I'm going to be honest. I think he would eat you. Let's be real. You would 100% be eaten. And the fact that you doubled down on you're a furry, he's a furry. We need to send you to a therapist immediately.
Don't kink shame, bro. Yeah, don't kink shame.
Guys,
Don't do
she's
that.
fucking cooked. I'm gonna be real with you right now. That is all right. That's enough of that form freak out. I definitely got my
You got
fix in.
3 posts in.
No, believe me, that was
Bro,
enough.
they were gonna get good.
No,
Bro,
I've definitely seen enough. It's Tuesday/Wednesday, and you're mad. This happens every Tuesday. Nothing new. It could be worse. Could be the launch of Warlords of Draenor or May 6th. First of all, Warlords launch was great. Let's not sit here and pretend like it wasn't fire. No, hold on. Calm down. I'm not talking about the actual state of the game. I'm talking about playing Warlords of Draenor launch. Relax.
yeah, well, he's talking about the fact the servers were down.
Okay. I'll give you that. Keep that shite in the lion's pride in. That's crazy. Of course, it's Tuesday and I'm mad. I'm mad every day. Mad, as in crazy or in angry. I've been crazy all my life, but I rarely get angry. I'm big chillin' and satisfactory. Might not even play WoW today at all. That's my secret. I'm always angry. All right, Avengers, take it easy. Only children are mad every day. I'm cruising. Chill issue. Trick was asleep in today. Dude, I don't know. Listen, guys gotta understand the forums are a really special place on Earth, okay? You get the biggest degens. There's people who come on here every single day and make posts, the whole nine. They do it. And as of lately, with my Warlock, I'm one of them. But I don't
I've never seen you on the forums.
I don't conversate.
I've never seen you post once.
Yeah, because I'm in the Warlock Affliction Warlock discussion channel.
Oh, I get in arguments with people in general discussion all the time.
I'm
by the
not
way.
in general discussion. That
With
place
my
is
character,
terrifying.
Lance Ryder, you'll see him getting in arguments.
Absolutely not. I
For
am
those
good
of
on
you
that.
who want to see me argue with people on the forums, you can find me there.
You're absolutely cooked.
Usually in story-based forums. I like to argue with
Are
people.
you really?
So,
Okay.
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, enough talk about the forums. It's time for a draft. Welcome to the Azeroth Draft. No guides, no tier lists, just raw opinions and impossible choices. Every week we put everything in World of Warcraft on the table. Raids, classes, zones, mounts, weapons, villains, expansions, and then we draft them head to head. And you never know what's coming next. One bad pick can ruin the list, and you, as the viewer, decide if it's a good take or a terrible one. This is the Azeroth draft. The sound is very low on this. Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really? Are you sure? It said my sound was like peaking.
Scott.
Yo, can anyone confirm if that intro audio was low? Am I crazy? Can anyone let me know? It sounded pretty fucking loud from here.
I'm gonna go because I can't deal with this mediocrity anymore.
Sound was low. It was quieter.
Huh.
Damn, I'll have to figure that out, but... Yo, my bad. Yo, guys, my bad. It was really low compared to you all.
Little low.
And it sounded like fucking popping out of my speaker. All right, anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what time it is, man. Time for the Azeroth draft.
Guys, I can't look at the screen, so I'm going to look at my phone so I don't cheat for a second.
Yes. So, guys, pretty much the whole concept of this part is a brand new segment we have going on where we all together collectively go through this and we ask Lance some questions. He answers them the best he could. And then you guys at the end of it decide if it's a W or an L take. And if it's an overall, like, sort of sentiment of W's by the end of the segment, then Lance wins. If not, he loses and the audience and we win. So let's get on through it. The first one of today. Who's ready for this, chat? If you guys are hyped in the chat, let's get some ones in the chat. Yeah, Malv, I have to fix that. I don't know what happened with that that whole thing there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what that was. Okay. Let's kickstart the first one. Okay, no looking. No peeking. Your eyes are here. You understand? If your eyes leave from this region or mine, that's a point taken off. You're done. You understand? You're done for the round.
Dialed in.
Okay, guys, let's kick off this first one. That wasn't my first one. Hold up. I think it's messed up. Hold on. 1 second. No. No. No.
Okay.
Can you settle down? Sorry. There's a 90 million technical difficulties. Okay?
Guys, I'm
Damn it!
I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna jump over this table, and I'm gonna begin to strangle you in a second.
Okay? Am I done?
You're donezo. It's over for you.
Okay, that should be it. Now let me.
You
just
never
get
had
to
a chance.
let me get to the actual one now. There we go. Okay.
Oh, guys, I just got a message from my wife. My son has pooped himself in the car.
Let's.
No diaper on.
Okay. Okay, all jokes aside, here we go. Okay, chat, listen up. Here it is. Okay, rank these 5 expansion features without knowing what's coming next. Number 1, Mythic Plus from Legion.
Okay, so Mythic Plus, in many people's eyes, has saved World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I'm going to put it at 2.
Really?
You can never put the first one at number 1. Cannot.
Wow.
So I'll put it at number 2. Mythic Plus does a lot. It gives a lot. It gives the game infinite replayability if you like it.
Okay, so what about this one? Delves from the War Within.
Oh. Okay, I could put Delves at 3 under Mythic Plus. This is not even a list for what I think personally. I'll put Delves at 3.
Oh, guys. Yo, he put Mythic Plus 2, Delves at 3. Are we agreeing so far? Guys, that's a big one.
Damn it, I love Delves. Some of my favorite content.
All right, this is another one.
Okay.
Transmog from Cat.
1. Transmog is number 1.
You didn't even let me finish the word.
It's fine. It's fine.
Transmog is the best feature they've added ever?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Wait a second. Guys, he just put Transmog as number 1? That is bold. That is bold. I'm not going to lie. That's a pretty... Listen, I love Transmog. That's a bold one to put that above Mythic Plus. Okay, the next one...
Wait, all the Classic players are going to be so angry at that.
Yes, they are.
And listen, in Classic, I would never want Transmog. I want to make that very clear. But I think for retail, it's one of the things that keeps the game going.
The next one is artifact weapon.
What do I have left? What numbers?
Numbers 4 and 5.
4.
Okay. I mean, you gotta do it. Now, the next one, I was gonna put housing, but that was a little unfair because, like,
brand new. You
can't really put that yet, and it's very early in its conception. So we went back to the old days of TBC when they first integrated and expanded upon dungeons. The first iteration of Mythic Plus, which was heroic dungeons from TBC.
Yeah, that's fine. That can be number 5.
That could be number 5. I think that's fair to leave that comfortably at number 5. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's take a look at it really quick. So he got Transmog as number 1. Listen, ready? Here it is. Rank these 5 expansion features without knowing what comes next. He put Transmog at 1, Mythic Plus at 2, Delves at 3, Artifact Weapons at 4, and Heroic Dungeons at 5.
Hold on. I will admit...
Wait, but you guys have to decide. You have to decide before Lance gets into his point. Is this a win or an L? Is this a W or an L take? Win or lose? Did Lance win or lose here?
Honestly, for a blind ranking,
Not bad.
I would say it's pretty good. Like, I don't know. I would maybe change 1 or 2 things. But for doing it blind, that's close to what I would say.
I think I would change Transmog. I think, man, this is such a hot take. It's fucking hard. It's hard. This is a hard discussion. First of all, having Mythic Plus and Delves in a conversation is already hard enough. Because you're splitting the player base. You're going casuals or people who like to push and sweat. Period. There's no in-betweens. Like, it's very difficult.
Actually, I think that list, if I'm thinking for not just myself, for the wider community, I think it's almost spot on to what I would say, except maybe I'd put Artifact Weapons at 5 and Heroic Dungeons at 4.
I don't know. Yeah. Artifact Weapons are good, though, man. Such a fun expansion, long system. Honestly, it could have stayed forever for me. I love Artifact Weapons. It could have been its own
I
talent
would rather have Artifact Weapons right now than what we do for our weapons and just craft them every fucking season.
100%. I would much rather than bring Artifact Weapons back than this bullshit we have right now in retail
100%.
where we're just spark crafting weapons.
100%.
Without a doubt. Ooh, Legion Class Hall. Yeah, that's a good one too. But I feel like that kind of ties into Artifact.
Probably wouldn't put that at number 1 either.
No, you can't. Because that was a one and done. Mythic Plus and Delves, these are evergreen. You know what I mean?
Transmog is
okay.
Gotta be number 1.
So we do rate this as a W. Lance is 1 for 1 so far, guys. Okay.
Bingo.
Okay, ready? No cheating though, Lance. No cheating because we're getting on to the next one.
I'm not looking.
So guys, overall, I would say that was a pretty good one. Overall, I would say that was a pretty good one. You did pretty good there. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yo, where'd my music go? Hello? Music? There we go. Okay.
Holy.
Okay. Let me go back to the front of the animation list. Sorry, guys. Okay, ready? Remember, Lance, you're only looking here. You understand?
Dude,
Hear me. Okay, rank these 5 classic WoW starting zones without knowing what comes next.
Wait. Starting zones as in like
Literally
racial starting
zones.
Okay.
The first one is Teldrassil.
3.
Ooh,
3.
Wow, really?
It's one of the mid starting zones, I would say. It's my first one I've ever did though, so it does have some nostalgia for that. It's my first character was a Night Elf rogue named Magamore. Remember that very clearly.
Number 3.
But I'll put it at number 3. I think if you're just the initial starting zone.
Just the initial starting
not
zone.
like once you get to level 5
through 10.
Oh, 1 through 10? I thought you meant 1 through like 5. Hold on. If you're going 1 through 10,
Teldrassil is fucking Teldrassil.
Okay, hold on. Then
I'm not saying Shadow Glen. Wake up.
Yeah. Okay,
Wake up. Use your fucking head.
Okay.
Open your eyes. You're on a game show in front of 900 people. Wake up.
Now I'll keep it 3.
He said either way, I'll keep it 3. Okay. All jokes aside, though, okay, 3. Okay, that's not bad. Honestly, I love that starter zone. I think it's very... We've been through that starter zone together, me and you, a dozen times.
Maybe more.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, remember, as we go through this list, I want you to rank it in the comments too, in YouTube and Twitch chat. Twitch chat's going crazy with their rankings. YouTube, you guys aren't even freaking ranking. So let's get it going.
YouTube, don't let me down, especially when I know you guys have more viewers.
Okay, ready? The next one is Durator. That's a good zone.
2.
It's very orange. It's very orange.
No, it's 2. I have a lot of good memories there, man. It's 2.
Wow. Why?
Well, I mean, the amount of trolls and orcs we've leveled together through there, just hanging out. Actually, it was so good that if I ever made an undead, I would just go there even.
Wow.
Back in the old days. I mean, it's very good. Now, wait a second. Are we talking modern versions or vanilla versions?
No, man, vanilla versions.
Okay,
classic.
yeah, I'll put that too. It's fair.
I mean, you also have the Buccaneers. You got to go
Yeah,
fight.
no, it's
you
very
have the
good.
Troll Island.
Yeah,
You
have
got the Goblin
the
quest.
Echo Isles are good.
A lot of good
Fizzles
quests
there.
There's listen, it's a very respectable too.
The Harpies. Those
Harpies, worst mobs. The third one, Dunmorrow. Wow, wait a second. Dunmorrow, we're talking about the gnome and dwarf place, guys. He already put Durator at 2. Teldrassil at 3. The question is, this is the problem with blind ranking. Lance is already fucking himself, okay? Because is he going to put that as the best racial starting zone? It's impossible.
It's 4.
Is it? Yeah.
Gotta be 4. Because it's not 5. Because I have to hold 5 in case you give me Mulgore. I have to hold 5 for that.
The next one is Mulgore.
5, easily. That's the worst swamp-ass zone.
Swamp ass?
Yeah, it's swamp-ass. It's horrible. It's actually the reason I never make torrents. That's how bad it is.
Really?
Yeah, I hate Mulgore.
But you love Tauren Hunter.
I love Tauren. I love Tauren in general. One of my favorite races in the game.
I was really seeing if I could bait you into putting Dunmorrow at 1.
Yeah.
The next one's Elwyn Forest.
That's number 1.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you didn't add Eversong Woods.
Guys, where would you rank Elwyn Forest? Is Elwyn Forest number 1? We gotta be real. No bullshit. I mean, listen, let's just be real. Elwyn Forest is the best classic starter zone in the... It's not even close. It's the best mobs to fight in the game. It's fucking beautiful. You're fighting Murlocs. The quest zone hubs are great. You have Hogger, the best elite quest, 1 through 10. Like, it's not even close. The music is the best. Everything about Elwyn Forest is the best classic starting zone.
For this list, I don't think I would change it even if it wasn't blind. I think that would be my list.
I was going to put Tears Fall Glades in there, but I knew Mulgore was the... Like, something has to be 5. You have to have a shitter. And sadly, I'm going to be real, I would put Mulgore at 5 as well. I would personally... Man, it's tough. There's some good zones on this list. Like, Dunmorrow is a good zone. Durator is a good zone. Teldrassil is a good zone. There's a lot of good zones. It's hard to rank these guys. It's hard. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, is this a W or an L take from Lance? Did he do this good or did he succeed? Did he succeed or fail? You guys got to let me know. With all things considered, blind takes and everything. Big L. Okay, we got an L. Technically, someone said L. That's another L. That's 2 L's. Still a win for blind? What are we thinking? We got to be real. We got to be real here, chat. This is the decider right here. I'm going to start getting the other one ready.
I mean, you have to have the smarts to hold number. That's why you can never put no matter how good the first option is, it could never be number 1.
Dude, that's a lot of L's, guys. I'm going to be honest. A lot more L's than I thought. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 right now, guys.
Wait, hold on. No, because Barons is not a part of Durator. You do not get Barons chat in Durator.
Barons is not in Durator.
So you cannot say that.
He's right.
Joke's on you.
He's right. You remember 1 through 10 starter zone. Well, realistically, like 1 through 11, 1 through 12 if you do every single quest. But it's realistically 1 through 11-ish, 12-ish. I just shit myself in the car. That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, here is the next question, okay? We got a few more to go through. I think we got like 3 or 4.
Oh, shit.
Okay, rank these 5 expansion capital cities without knowing the next one. The first one is Shatrath. TBC, Burning Crusade Shatrath. How are we feeling?
3.
Wow.
And I love TBC.
Capital of the Draenei. In Draenor.
But I'll put it at 3.
Sad what happened to that capital, by the way. Absolute disaster. Tragedy. Ooh, some people said 5. Some people said 5 on Shatra. Listen, if you're asking
You
me,
idiots.
guys, if you're asking me personally,
You guys, you have to save 5 for Oribos.
spoiler alert, Oribos is not on the list.
Fuck!
I'm just being honest. The next one is Midnight Silver Moon City.
Wait, if you're saying expansion,
Expansion capitals, man. Wake up.
but so not like original capitals though.
No.
I have to know the parameters, bro. I have to ask my questions. You want me to blind rank? I need to
I'm
extract
sorry.
as much info out of you as I can to make proper blind rankings. So you can't get mad at me for asking a question, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Was Stormwood introduced in the Burning Crusade?
Well, guess what? This Stormwind was introduced in Cataclysm. You fuck.
Okay, that'd be different. Yeah, but okay. That's not what we're saying here. The next one, Midnight Silver Moon City. Brand new revamp.
I can put it at 2. I'll put it at 2. Solid 2. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Listen, you already have Shatrath at 3. It's definitely better than Shatrath.
Yep.
Shatrath is kind of a dump. Like, post-war and what happened and in post-invasion.
Should have put it at 4. Fuck.
Okay.
Played my SNL list already. Fuck.
Shrine of the 7 Stars, Mr. Pandaria.
5.
I didn't like it either.
There's really...
It's literally nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty ass.
It's a very whack capital.
Not that I don't...
bro.
Like, at least it's, like, you know, it's compact. So you can get everywhere you need to go good, but...
It's
It's
literally
pretty ass. 5.
It's literally the size of a small can.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, I think
I've seen KFCs that are bigger. Okay.
Yeah, you ever seen those Taco Bell Pizza Hut combos
Yeah.
with KFC and everything? Those are bigger than Shrine of the Seven Suns.
I'm 100%.
The next one is Valdrakken. So you have slot 1
Definitely not 1.
and 4 left.
I can put it at 4.
Yeah, I think 4 it has to be.
Yeah, it's good because it's. Listen, it's not bad. It's not Shrine bad. It is better than Shatrath though.
Guys, because you guys got to answer in terms of what we're left on the blind. You don't just simply go, that's number 2.
Yeah,
it's not on the board yet, guys. We got to agree with each other here.
I can't say what's on the board, like what I've already taken. This is the sucky thing of why.
comeback kids. That's obvious. No shit, guys. It'd be like you could give anyone the list completely, and they'd be able to. And like 90% of us would be able to match our list. The whole game is blind. Like that's what makes this very exciting.
This is why I have to ask questions.
And the last one is Wrath of Lich King Dalaran.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you could put that at 1.
Listen, I don't know about you guys. Dalaran is my favorite capital ever. It's amazing.
New Silver Moon is better than that.
I don't know.
I was actually saving 1 for
Warlords?
No, War Within.
Really?
I really love that.
Dornegal? You forgot
really
the fucking name.
Yeah, I love Dornegal. I do.
He forgot the name. He was gonna put it at 1. What a schmo.
I do. I love Dornegal.
You're crazy. Listen, Dornegal was pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if it's up there. I would probably rate it like B+ tier. But Dalaran music, I think it's perfect size. It's not too big. It's beautiful. The music is amazing. Nice to look at. It's classy, clean, very good. I don't know. I love it.
I'd switch 2 and 1, and then the rest probably the same.
I think honestly, a modern day revamp of Dalaran, like which they're probably gonna do in Last Titan.
Probably not. We're
think
probably
so?
not getting a Dalaran ever again, considering they
Ever
did that.
again?
No,
Never,
considering
ever.
They did that story where they said the mages came together. Maybe it's best we don't try to control things from our city in the sky.
Me. I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
I want Dalaran. Okay.
I'm good. I don't need it a third time. I'm all right.
I don't know. I can get it a third time. I'll get it back.
I'm all right. I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, we were talking about this in Discord yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, in general chat, we were talking about what the capital of Last Titan would be.
Oh, really?
I was actually talking with Ramph about it.
That's so funny. Shout out to the community manager.
Shout out to the goat. Shout out to the goat. Can't look at the chat anymore, guys, because he's officially changing.
Get
things.
ready. Okay, this is a very tough one.
All right, I'm gonna really
There's
try to
a-
dissect it and ask a lot of questions.
There's a lot of people who argue about this constantly.
This better be a good one, boy.
Rank these 5 World of Warcraft cinematics without knowing what's coming next. First up, World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King.
Like, the expansion cinematic.
The expansion cinematic.
It's a good one. I can put it at 3.
Really? 3?
Yeah, because I'm going to give myself a good baseline. Dude. Well, because it's not as good as the BFA one, right? That one is freaking... I mean, that's probably the peak one.
Yo, you're stressing me out.
And it's not as good as the Legion one.
This is a fucking good every time I see it.
Yeah, but I have to hold 1 and 2 for Legion and BFA.
Okay.
I have to hold out for those.
All right.
Maybe I end up being wrong at the end.
Wrath of the Lich King is number 3. World of Warcraft Midnight.
4.
All right, that's for sure. I can. You know what?
But the thing is, I like all of them a lot. So it's like, none of this is not. This doesn't mean they're bad. I can put it at 4.
You have to say Midnight is worse than the Wrath of the Lich King cinematic. You have to. It's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's bad, but it's just not as good as Wrath's.
It's also not the worst cinematic ever.
Also not the worst. Some things gotta go to 5.
Yeah. Go ahead. Shoot me. Give me another one.
World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. See, now we have a problem.
Do I put this at 1 or do I put this at 2? Gotta save number 1. I'm holding out. I'm playing the... I'm going... Like,
Warlords was a really good expansion cinematic.
it's 2. It's very good. You get Garrosh. Get the whole situation going on.
They
very
fucking
good. They cooked.
gut that son of a bitch. And they get him.
Yeah, they cooked.
They fix what the biggest wrongs were made about orcs. And
I'll go
they
2.
gut him right in his fucking head. That's what I'm talking about. That gets me hyped. Right now, thinking about it gets me amped up.
Number 2.
No other expansion gets me dialed in than Warlords of Draenor cinematic. Saving fucking his people. Epic. Pop takes over. Fromage Hellscream right in your
I think BFA was
fucking
better,
head.
but...
Really?
Okay.
You like BFA better?
Definitely.
It's funny. Battle for Azeroth.
1.
Wow. You son of a bitch.
Why you hold, baby? That's why you always hold number 1.
Yeah, hold this right on your face.
Hold on. You gotta explain why BFA is number 1, you son of a bitch. Like, let me explain to the people. Because then you're gonna make these little shorts, and people are gonna call me an idiot because I didn't explain why it's number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know ball. Oh, he's an idiot. I've never seen a good video from these kids.
BFA is a
sick of
really
this.
good cinematic.
In BFA, you get to see so many different like races and classes be cool. You get to see shamans, you get to see hunters shooting shit, you get to see Draenei paladins killing shit. You get to see Tauren warriors rampaging through.
It's a great cinematic.
Great cinematic.
It's probably known as the best cinematic ever. I could agree. The last one was World of Warcraft Classic. Yeah, hold that. Hold that on your phone.
That's not number 1. It's good, but it's not number 1.
Not my problem.
I probably wouldn't put it at 5.
There's one thing, ladies and gentlemen. There's 2 cinematics ever that give me goosebumps every single time I see the expansion cinematic. Wrath of the Lich King and World of Warcraft Classic. Every single time I see those expansions, I get goosebumps without a doubt. Every time. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So the problem and the question is to you all, ladies and gentlemen, is this a proper top 5 ranking?
I'd probably
blind?
switch Midnight for 5, put WoW Classic at 4, and that's probably what my list would be.
Probably. Wrath BFA Midnight WAD for me. I think Wrath was subpar. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Just Arthas, man.
It's
You put
Arthas-
Arthas on anything.
Yeah, it's not...
Like,
I'm sorry, it's
L
not...
take. That's 3
not as
L's in the
good.
chat so far, guys.
I'm sorry, I think BFA is the best cinematic they've ever done.
Listen, Lance. So far, this is
By the way, I'm glad you didn't put War Within, because that would have been I love the War Within cinematic.
What was that again?
Anduin.
Oh, yeah, that was a fucking peak cinematic.
So...
I will actually agree with you. I actually unironically think that was a great cinematic. I'm actually...
Actually, that one gives me goosebumps.
Yes, that
So-
one. Yeah, honestly, you're actually right. By the way, that one gave me a shitload of goosebumps for a very long time. Okay, now listen, ladies and gentlemen, this one isn't really a top 5. It's really a can you guess. And well, I gave Lance a can you guess before as a top 5, and well, he did it in about 2 seconds last episode. So this one, we're gonna have to do it together and sort of dial it in. Okay? First, I'm gonna name the question and then break it down a little bit, and then Lance will start going through it. Okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Can you name every race class? Hold on, wait. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Can you name each race's coolest class combo in classic World of Warcraft?
Where are you getting your data from?
This is just general on forums and
Okay.
bullshit online that I found. So now, when we say coolest, think of like iconic. Like,
Go ahead, I
if
got
you're
it.
thinking World of Warcraft,
Give me a race.
we're thinking iconic.
Are you
I
going to
can't-
give me a race and then I say a class?
Dwarf.
Hunter.
You're right. Dwarf Hunter is correct.
Easy.
Right off the bat. We'll start with just this one. Human.
Paladin.
Oh. The motherfucker knows ball. He knows ball.
That's easy.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the next one. Ready? Let's see if you got this one. Night Elf.
Druid.
Oh. Night Elf Druids are fire. Night Elf Druids are fire. All right, ready? Undead.
Rogue.
Really?
Or Warlock.
Ooh. This is the tough one. This is the 50-50 one that, honestly, it can go either way. What do you guys think? Is it Undead Warlock or Undead Rogue? Because this one could go any way. It could go 50-50. I've seen so many PvP videos with an Undead Rogue slow walking. Undead! No.
Maybe it's because I know the lore and I know that they're not the first Warlock. So when I think Undead, I think Rogue.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I could... Probably Warlock is probably the answer. But for me, it's Rogue.
The answer was Undead Warlock.
Okay,
Orc.
so I was wrong.
Orc.
Shaman.
Orc Shaman Thrall. I mean, that's just spills.
You could say Warrior too, I would say. If there was a warrior race, it would be the Orc. Could be. But Shaman is the first one.
Gnome.
For sure. Mage.
Gotta be mage. You can't not have no mage on the list. No mage is just, they're iconic. RN.
I'd probably say Druid.
That was the answer. Druid. And then the last one, Troll. This is the hardest one. Hold on, wait, before you answer. I saved this for the last because this is the hardest one. Troll.
Hunter.
Yeah, it was Hunter. Believe it or not. But I don't know, because like I feel like a troll warrior could be fire too, though.
Yeah,
like,
but most of the times if you see trolls in the world, they're hunters.
now that I think about it, like back when I would play Classic, most of the time when I saw a troll, it was a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you guys got to think, okay, like anytime I saw this race, what was the most like often class that I saw? Even like human could go warrior too. Human warrior, human paladin, holy shit. I mean, human anything. So dominant. So the list was dwarf hunter, human paladin, night elf druid, undead warlock, orc shaman, gnome mage, Tauren druid, and troll hunter. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. Like, when you think of when you see a player of this race, what class are they? I think that sounds about right.
I think throwing axes, but that shit doesn't exist. Yeah. He 100%ed this. Yeah, by the way,
Well, I got Undead Rogue. I said Undead Rogue first.
he was a bit off about the rogue, but he got about 80-something% of them right. Pretty good to me. Cole Tyrion Pimp. Yo, pretty good. I mean, there's some other ones that we could go through. I think we have a little bit of time. Oh, but I don't have the animations right. Fuck.
No!
I didn't think about that. Whatever, I'll just save these for next episode. But damn, I mean, that was a W too. So overall, guys, Lance only fucking messed up 1 out of 5. Once again. He only had an L take on 1 of these out of 5. So big W. Damn. Pretty good. What'd you guys think of this segment, man? Honestly, Azeroth draft. We do have a story from Juan Epstein. Do we have enough time? Because this is a serious story, and I don't want to rush this story. This is a story that's probably going to take like a good 25, 30 minutes minimum, and I want to talk about it, go through it. So we might have to save this for next episode. I think that might have to be the plan. Maybe we'll just go through a quick memory lane real quick instead. Because these are quick.
We should have also a shorter story.
Yeah, but I planned Juan because I thought I took too long in the fucking weekly cooldown, bro. That was the problem. Took too long talking about news that didn't even fucking matter. New stuff is solid. Yeah, man. I'm glad you guys liked it, man. Glad you guys liked it. Let's take a second now and go to take a trip down memory lane. Let's do it. Quick stroll down memory lane where we revisit iconic moments from WoW, old YouTube gems, and the legendary clips that shaped the game we all fell in love with. Now, let's jump right into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to take a trip down memory lane where we go through old nostalgic World of Warcraft videos and stuff on YouTube and break down why we fell in love with WoW. This could be one of those reasons right here. Let me fix Lance's camera a little bit. He's looking a little bit off center. Can't have that. This one is called Death Knight Spree. Does anyone know this in the chat? Does anyone know
It's classic.
this video? The Death Knight Spree. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Oh,
What
really?
is that? I don't know. All jokes aside, let's jump right into it. Where's my volume? I have seen it. Okay, here we go.
Two Alliance girls go round me outside, round me outside, round me outside. Two Alliance girls go round me outside, round me outside, round me outside. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yo, I have to say this really quick. These videos had such a big influence on me when I was a kid, to the point where I would watch it. And I remember being at school singing this song to myself, looking like a complete fucking whack job to everyone, probably.
I didn't know the original song.
Hey, I slop. That's good. Yo, I didn't know this was an Eminem song either. I thought this was just him whipping it out.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't know any of the original songs that he made or that he took from. I just thought he made these songs.
I thought he was the fucking
I was
goat.
like, yo, this guy's insane. Like he's coming up with this music.
He's like,
This
yo,
guy's
these bars are sick as fuck.
Bro, this guy's sick.
I've killed so many monsters that now I don't want to get XP no more. I'm knee deep in the blood river. I've got no more fed X's to deliver. Maybe Bliss should make my tune a quest giver. Come here, take this dagger and go slay a dragon. Don't tell me that you're lagging and bring me his treasure. Nice working with you. Really, it's been my pleasure. I've gotten a reward, but your rep just got better. Hey! You've played this long, it's easy relating. Cause another 10 levels Izzy Peen deflating. Trading epics for greens is a little degrading. I guess I might as well
Actually,
just
funny
not go
story.
on rating. Never seen Kill Thus.
The first time I heard the original song of this, I was out at a bar with my wife, like, and I was like, "Yo, is that Nim?" She's like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, he's not saying the lyrics right." I'm like, "This is Death Knight Spree." And she looked at me and said, "What the fuck are you
Bro,
talking
how long
about?"
how long did it take you to figure that out?
I was in my 20s. I was like,
Dog.
This was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
That's recently.
Yeah, like maybe like right before COVID.
What? Brother.
Yeah.
I realized this shit in like middle school, high school.
I don't listen to rap music, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean? What? Then he finally learned Santa isn't real.
I don't listen to rap music at all.
Yo,
So
you're
I did not
cooked.
know.
Yo, you're cooked.
I literally was like, this is not the right song. Like we got into
Dude.
an argument. She's like, what are you talking about?
Yo,
And then I played her the song and she said, oh my God, you're a dork. I said, I guess so.
Yo, I'm telling, yeah, no, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It took you that long to figure out that Eminem made these songs? Like half of his fucking tracks on NIM?
Bro, I mean,
That's crazy.
Eminem's versions are worse. I don't know what to tell you.
Shit, you might be right.
He's not talking about shit I care about.
I mean, you're right. Yo, I will say though, the amount of work that it took to probably make these videos is absolutely out of control. Like, you have no idea what the amount of work, like he had to key all these out in a green screen on the freaking WoW 3D model viewer, frame them up on probably a busted up ass PC. Like, yo, we don't know what we have until we got it taken away. I'll tell you that much.
Or SSC, Illidan, the betrayers to hero class to see. I am a shaman. Conjuring movie. Conjuring movie. Double platinum. Nim's factuality.
If you notice, he's always making fun of paladins and shamans in his videos. Like every video, he's making fun of paladins and shamans every single time.
More people need to make fun of paladins today.
You're probably right.
So,
yo, the amount of paladins, ret paladins there are in World of Warcraft is astonishing.
it's the most played class, and that's the most played spec in the game.
It's insanity. I had no idea. Like I knew there was a lot of ret pallies, but like substantially by far, they're the most played spec in the entire game. That's crazy.
I mean, it makes so much sense.
Get rid of them. Delete them.
Definitely don't do that.
If I had a paladin, I think I'd have a Rathy, while using those same skills offensively, life draining to keep themselves healthy. No! Here's a concept that works. They're making billions from the millions of subscribers. Even though we know there's Nagas down in the sea, it looks like Northren's our next XP. But this is still the game for me, making machinima, Warcraft movies. But does Blizzard really need more money? And we're about to see a Death Knight spree. But this is still the game for me.
Think about it. During Wrath of the Lich King, how many active subscribers were there? Like, what was the peak? 13 million?
12 or 13 million?
How much money is that a month? That's like close to
Well, what's
200
15 times 13?
It's close to $200 million a month. Bro, that is a piss load of money. That's insane. A month. A fucking month. By the way, if a game came out today and it just made $200 million, $300 million, it would be a success. Very successful game. They were making that shit in a month on repeat. That shit's crazy. Still chump change the gacha games. To an extent. Potentially, yeah.
It's 180 million per month, but then also the expansion itself was what, $40?
Ooh. Boy, were they packing.
Yeah.
When do they start releasing store mounts? I think it was Kata, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
The
what was it?
Aspects one, the golden aspect one.
Holy shit. Yo. The amount of money WoW was making when it was at its peak, I couldn't
I
imagine.
think they're making more money now.
Essentially.
I think because
I have
of
no idea.
WoW tokens and skins and mounts.
They need to
probably-
do better then. Do fucking better.
Making machinima.
Legend. I mean, seeing old videos like this, bro, it brings me right back to when I was in like middle school, elementary school, instantaneously. When did you guys start playing World of Warcraft and you like discovered machinima? Do you guys know that age? I would say for us it was like what, like 10 years old, 9, 11, around there.
Nah, by the time,
Just balling.
by the time
on
we were in
machinima.
3rd, 4th grade.
Insane. I mean, what a W. Machinimas are great. I freaking love them. I love them to death. WoW has gacha. Does WoW have gacha? I think so. Isn't gacha based off like random chance? I don't think WoW has gacha. Does it? No. No. Red vs. Blue was my first time watching Machinima. Ooh, that's a good one. 50s. Fun fact, WoW existed before YouTube. Holy shit. You're right, actually. WoW does not have gacha. Yeah, I didn't think so. Probably 15 or 16 when I first started. Damn, what a W. I love seeing old videos like this, bro. Shout out to Nim. There's so many more videos we're going to dive into and get into. He freaking...
And we're going to have to replay some of the ones we already did
100%.
early on.
100%.
Because
Too many good
a lot
ones
of
to
new
go through.
people who did not watch them with us.
Too many good ones to go through. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, man, that is going to, I guess, wrap up today's episode. That is pretty much everything. That's everything I got, man. I put it all out on the line. I did what I can and put it out there. But also, guys, don't forget couple things. Where is... I love how... Really? Yo, can my channel pop up? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way.
Guys, in Discord tomorrow, I'm gonna announce the winners of that the elk mounts for the stories. Even if your story didn't get read, you are still in the running. I'm gonna announce the 2 winners tomorrow. Just so you know. I thought we were gonna be able to get to them tonight, but we ran out of time. No big deal. I'm still just gonna announce tomorrow. So if you submitted a story, you're in the running for a chance to win.
If you guys are interested, we have 2 channels right here that I'm linking in the chat that we're posting a lot more content on. We have the Comeback City Show channel where we're posting obviously shorts and highlights from the show you see here, as well as some other stuff, as well as news. Then we also have the Comeback Kids TV where it's sort of just, just shorts as well, but then also sort of just bite-sized, fire-off content from me. So if you guys are interested, check these out. 2 really good channels if you want to see more Comeback Kids content. But yeah, that's all. We'll be back Saturday night. We're gonna try to get, once again, fucking heroic Laura down. Like, I'm
Heroic
hostage.
Nerfed Laura.
I'm hostage until this boss gets down. But that's about it from me, guys. I love you all very, very, very much. God bless you guys. We will see you Saturday night, chilling out, vibing. I love you. Peace out. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.